Welcome to the Weekly InSalt, episode 280. That's crazy to
280?
say. 280.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wild to say.
It is.
20 away from 300 episodes.
That's crazy.
Did you ever think that we'd be almost 300 episods in, Curt?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah,
of course, I got the blind faith. I love it. I had moments where I didn't think so. Including today.
Yeah.
Like, I totally showed up demoralized today.
Yeah, it's hard.
I told you before the show. I'm like, I don't really know about this show today.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just do our best, and that's because
we always do our best.
We do, yeah. That's mainly because guests are hard to book in the summertime. Wintertime seems to be easier. Everybody's out doing things, which I don't blame anybody for that.
Me either. It's camping season.
It's 100-degree weather in the valley. The last thing that I really want to do is kind of be in the valley today. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Yeah, I had to burp.
Nice.
Yesterday, which was the 22nd, I mowed my lawn at 10 a.m., which I thought, is good for me on a Saturday.
Dude, I didn't do shit yesterday.
It was still hot at 10 a.m.
Yeah, I mowed my lawn and I weed whacked for as long as I could until I was just dripping sweat.
Yeah.
I was never happier to be in AC.
I bet.
After that.
Were your arms shaking?
Yes. And then that always makes me feel like I need to hold the trimmer more often because I'm weak, or just stop being lazy.
Or work out. Yeah,
I mean, why am I paying for this gym membership?
Why are you paying for that gym?
I don't know. You want to go to the gym with me?
Yeah.
You say it, but you won't.
No.
Curt, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right.
We've been before.
Yeah. I mean, we could go on hikes, too. It's perfect hiking weather as long as you got enough water.
Hikes kick my ass.
Yeah, they're uphill.
Yeah, you got to do them more often.
Yeah. I think if you got in a routine, or if I got in a routine, it would be easier. But the thing is it's so hard, and I think this sounds like an echo of wintertime.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to say it's so hard when it's this hot to be motivated to do anything.
It's too cold out in the wintertime.
Exactly. There's always something, right? And I think if you think of that in a different way, does it make sense that maybe you should just get used to being uncomfortable for a minute? Right?
Yeah.
Once you get out there and you're going to go on the hike, it's going to be a little uncomfortable, but when you get back, you're probably going to appreciate it.
Maybe. If it's a flat hike, I'll go.
Okay, so let's go to the gym and hit the treadmill. But even like the gym does that. When we were going to the gym, you and I, Curt, like a couple years ago.
Couple years, it was last year.
Was it last year? Yeah. Oh, it feels like a couple years ago. It was always hard to get motivated because working all day. Yeah. And then you want to go to the gym? No, I don't. I was working all day. I want to sit.
Lay on my couch.
But when you went to the gym, did you feel like you felt better about yourself afterwards?
I did, until I went to the bar and started drinking beer.
Yeah, throw all those calories right back in.
Undo all those calories.
That's the thing.
So how many times did you go last year?
Probably, 6 or 7?
6 or 7, but then I also went with Dave a couple times, and then I went with Digger a couple times, and
All right.
So it was good, but I also went on the off season of softball, because when we have softball, I get a lot of exercise for that one day, which is one day a week more than I was doing anyway. Yeah. And how much exercise do you do, Laura?
Dude, I've been packing. I've been going up 3 flights of stairs in town for weeks.
She's on the Stairmaster. Yeah.
Stairmaster will do it.
I think you're inflating it.
No.
I've been staying in the AC and walking upstairs. In that case, maybe I can just do that in my house. I only got like the one flight of stairs, kinda, but if I run up and down it a bunch. 3
times.
Yeah. And I'm a pacer too when I'm on the phone, so.
Oh yeah, you're definitely
technically
a pacer.
Is that exercise? Pacing around my house? Yeah.
But I think your pacing is like a stress thing too.
Oh yeah, 100% a stress thing. Yeah. But I was doing it before the show at the bar, and I was the only one in there. The bartender had gone outside, and I called you, and I was just walking around. It wasn't like stress pacing. I'm just walking around on the phone, like totally out of habit. And she comes in and is like, "Oh, I thought there was somebody else in here, but you were just on your phone." I'm like, sorry. I'll walk around. She left me in there with the ghost.
At least you're not a loud walker.
Yeah, that's true. I do feel like I'm a loud runner on the treadmill when I go to the gym, which has kind of always like made me self-conscious about running on the treadmill. But maybe I'm just loud because I'm fat.
You're not fat, dude.
I mean, 209 pounds of weight come down on a treadmill. That's fat. Well, I'm technically
so fat,
overweight.
Dude. You have no idea. That's so fat.
Yeah, how much do you weigh these days?
203 as of this morning.
That's where it starts. When I hit 203, I was like, I should start thinking about working out.
Dude, if you remember, I was down to 191. I don't know what the fuck happened.
You started drinking milk
Summer.
again.
Mhm.
No, I didn't.
I don't believe it, man. You might have a crazy
It's
milk
hot,
addiction.
so you're drinking
hiding.
more beer.
Probably. Yeah.
When it gets really hot, though, I have a hard time
No,
drinking.
I'm just overeating. That's really what
Yeah.
it is.
Dude, that's another thing that's really hard is, like, when you go to a restaurant or something or a barbecue,
You just pack it in.
sticking with a
Yo.
portion, you have to remind yourself, if you really are trying to lose weight, okay, I really want the, like, 4 tacos, 3 ribs, beans, and rice, and I'll be fine. I can eat all that.
Yeah, you can
don't
eat all
need
that.
all
but Jesus.
You don't need to, though.
Yeah, especially on top of a lot of times
But
at
it's
barbecue.
so good. That's the problem. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I just had this amazing fucking taco. Now I want another one.
So what's like a healthy calorie intake for a guy?
I think everybody's different, but I would say that 2,000 calories, like the recommended
Yeah,
daily
yeah.
value, you know? And I think if you're younger, it increases. So maybe like
Because
2,300
your
calories.
metabolism is running better.
Yeah,
when
but
you're
they
young.
actually can do a metabolic age test on you at the doctor or a nutritionist where they'll tell you, oh, your metabolism is slower than normal for your age, so you probably should eat less calories. And I mean, at the end of the day, losing weight is all about a calorie deficit in a way.
maybe.
But not just that. I think you also need exercise.
Exercise is important.
Yeah. And a lot of people use exercise to gain weight, like gain muscle mass.
Yeah,
right?
but they also use like protein, muscle builder protein powders.
Yeah.
I've heard. I don't use.
Yeah,
those.
pre-workout, post-workout stuff. And then there's a lot of gray area in between there that's about these supplements that supposedly help or supposedly hydrate.
Yeah.
But in the very fine print, it says this has not been evaluated by the FDA.
Not approved.
So who knows? Maybe it's just giving you like one big calf
Yeah.
in your leg.
One,
Yeah.
and
Like
then
just
the other
one. Yeah,
one's-
like the right one's huge, but it's only affecting that muscle. Speaking of that, it's definitely hard to work out when it's so hot. I mean, even going on a walk or a run, it's tough.
Yeah.
We were just standing outside. It was miserable.
I walked the dog. I'm dog sitting, so I walked the dog to the mailbox, which really isn't that far from my
Sure.
house. I was like, oh no, it's way too hot out here for this.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you brought the dog over to my house.
I did, yeah.
And what did I do when you come to pick her up?
What did you do?
I handed her to you.
Oh, you did, because it was so freaking
It was
hot
so
yesterday.
fucking hot. My driveway measured at 150
Yeah.
degrees.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The concrete on my
It's
driveway.
way too
I'm
hot
like,
for
there's
your
no way I'm
puppies.
going to let this dog walk on that concrete.
Do you think we could cook an egg on the? No, that's been done a million times.
It has.
No, but that's still too hot.
That's too hot. Yeah.
If it's too hot for you, it's too hot for their little paws.
It is
Yep.
definitely.
Yep. And that was one thing that when all the excessive heat warnings came out and everything, that it was like, do not leave any animals in your vehicle,
No, be
even
kind
for
to
a
your
short
animals, man.
amount of time.
It doesn't take long.
No, my truck was heating up in my garage. When I got in it, I was like, why is it so hot in here? It's like attached to my house. It doesn't make
And
any
it's
sense.
underground too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird. Another thing that to escape the heat, like a lot of people are going up in the canyon. And I think it's been causing some problems because it's been so busy up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think that's everybody's first thing is it's so cool living in the valley because you can just drive right up the canyon and get out of the heat.
Yeah, and Big Cottonwood has that trail that's really, really super popular.
The boardwalk.
No,
Big
it's not.
Cottonwood?
Big Cottonwood. It's not all the way up to Silver Lake.
Is it dog
No,
leg?
but just the boardwalk that
It's
goes
where that
around.
it's where that loop is. That S turn.
Oh yeah.
by the amphitheater area?
I don't know what it is, but
what
it's
is that?
That might be dog leg.
It might be, but
Or,
it's super popular. There's always cars there. The parking lots are always full. There's people parked away for miles. You got to do a hike just to get
there.
the trailhead.
And I don't think obviously people are smart and they do bring a lot of water, but I think the normal like city person, they don't bring enough water.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand how much water your body really needs.
Oh, you know what we should do? Speaking of exercise and hiking, we should do the Four Corners hike by there's a up above Draper.
Okay.
There
Oh,
is a suspension bridge up there.
Okay.
No shit.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be really
I
cool.
think I've seen that once and it does look really cool.
I
And
want to do it. I'm all about suspension bridges.
Yeah.
They scare the fuck out of
They
you
do.
and everything.
But it's supposed to be a pretty easy hike. Not a lot
Yeah.
uphill, but yeah.
I'm in.
I can't
Okay.
believe that I didn't know about that earlier, like in my childhood
Yeah.
for some reason. I stumbled across it just looking at easy hikes to do, and it looks like a great one.
Dude, I used to live right by there and didn't know it
You
was
didn't
there.
know it was there? Yeah. I'm down.
No.
Yeah, I'm with Curt on this. Suspension bridges are awesome.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
let's
like
do it.
like Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like as long as they have like really suspicious boards on them.
Yeah, there's some
don't step on that one.
Suspicious boards, and there's alligators or crocodiles underneath.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Those are the best. Makes you feel alive.
I don't know if there's water under it. Now I'm really curious.
I'm sure there.
How far is the drop?
Water.
I don't know.
Oh, if it's like 20 feet, I may be disappointed. But
Google it, man.
Why would you spend the time building a suspension bridge across a 20-foot drop? You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
It's got to be a lot deeper.
I think
than
it is
that.
pretty high up. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Google it.
I don't remember.
Is it Draper?
What was the name of the hike?
Don't know.
Well, that would have been nice.
Hike. Got it.
I added that to the hot sheet. What I'm getting at is that we're all trying to get away from the heat, and right now I think the best place to be for a lot of people is indoors, especially
Bear
if you're
Canyon
older.
Bridge.
Bear Canyon Bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I knew that.
Pull up some random stats about that, then interrupt me when you're ready. When I was a kid, I grew up with a swamp cooler.
I did too.
Oh shit! It's not that. It's not as janky as the Indiana Jones one.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The jankier the suspension bridge, the better.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like if it's just 3 ropes.
It's not even that. It's like pretty stable.
It's metal. It's a big metal one. I saw.
Well, it should be stable if you're walking on it, man.
Steel.
Yeah, but sometimes it's fun when you feel like you're about to die.
It's a modern suspension bridge. Like you could probably drive a car over this.
How high is it?
Holy fuck! It's pretty long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right.
How high is it?
I'm looking.
Okay.
What do you think of swamp coolers?
I hate them.
When you were growing up, did they? Because when I was a kid, I felt like they served a good purpose, but I think that people don't know how to operate them because when you have a swamp cooler, it has a pump option.
It does.
And you're supposed to in 100-degree weather, you let that shit run for like 20, 30 minutes, soak the pads.
Oh, yeah.
And then you turn it on
Throw
high
some
cool.
ice in there.
Yeah, if you want to get up on your roof.
Well, it helps.
Yeah, I'm sure it will for a little bit. But then you're on a 150-degree roof or 200-degree roof.
I just think that it makes it feel more humid.
It definitely
does. And I hate
does.
feeling hot because it's humid.
Yes. And
it makes me grumpy.
Evaporative cooling. Yep. Humidity makes you grumpy.
It does, yeah.
All right. I'm never traveling to Florida with you.
Hey, I grew up back east in New York.
So that's why.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I never knew that it was horrible until I moved away. And then you reacclimate to a state that is not humid.
You went from like the most humidity to the least humidity.
Oh, yeah. From New York to Denver. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been really, I guess, not really dry, but I definitely have felt like it's been a drier heat, but we've definitely have moisture in the air.
Definitely.
It's humid.
And it's feeling like that today because it's somewhat
cloudy.
overcast and cloudy. It looks like it might rain today.
It looks like it's trying to rain, but it's probably too hot to hit the ground.
I wish it would.
And the other thing about swamp coolers too is that I think their maximum cooling is like 20 degrees below ambient outside temperature anyway. So no matter how much water you throw up there, it can only cool so much.
Yeah.
And it's dependent upon humidity. Yeah. And when it gets real humid inside like a house or something, it's great. I remember that we used to run around the house. If we were just in like one room, we'd turn on the swamp cooler and then we'd open the windows in that room and then you'd forget to close them. So then I'd open my bedroom window and it'd just be hot as hell in there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh man, it's not getting any of the swamp cooler air because it's all going out the other way.
The other window, yeah.
Which it was a fun thing as a kid. It was kind of like a game.
It was,
try to survive.
We just went outside and played on the slip and slide.
That's true. And did you ever set a slip and slide up over a sprinkler?
Yes, we did. So we used to always put a sprinkler underneath the trampoline too.
No, I meant underneath the trampoline. That's right. But I mean, you set the big plastic roll out for the slip and slide, but then you go to slide down it and you hit a sprinkler.
Oh, ow! No.
You usually have trouble with injuries. So
I do, huh?
You never experienced that?
No.
It was the worst.
Yeah, it was
No.
the worst.
Yeah, it was bad. But slip and slides were so cool when they came out.
They were.
I think every kid has a memory of a slip and slide.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you don't, you should go get one right now.
You know what we should do is do a slip and slide baseball game or softball game or kickball.
How would that work?
You just set them up.
In between the bases?
Yeah, in
so
between the bases.
every base you slide into? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would
You
be
need
fun.
like 5 gallons of dish detergent.
Take the bait. Yeah, I'm sure the field we're playing at would love that. Kill all the grass. Oh, take the bases out, and then the pool at the end of the slip and slide is whether or not you're safe.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, you put little kiddie pools.
We're going to need a lot of water.
Yeah, that's true.
We can hire a pump truck or something, I guess. But that's good.
We can just tie into somebody's house.
Did you ever ice block down hills?
Oh, yeah, that was dangerous as hell.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody get more hurt than doing icebox, you know?
Well, sledding. I've seen people get hurt sledding.
That's true.
Too, but.
Yeah, there's a bunch of sledding things around here.
Man, I used to ride rock slabs down like the sides of mountains where it's all gravel.
Oh, yeah. When you were a kid?
Yeah.
You did what now?
So you get out, you find a rock slab. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Like a gravel slide?
So it's a gravel slide. You've seen those.
Uh-huh.
And you find a flat rock and you get it loose and you just ride it down.
Oh, that's funny. That does not sound safe.
No, it's not.
Basically riding a controlled avalanche for as long as you're in control.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Avalanche. I say avalanche. That was dumb. You guys should have clowned me for that for sure. Because I said it's a controlled avalanche, but it's actually called a rock slide.
Yep.
So you're riding the rock slide. That's kind of cool.
That just sounds like, broken.
Dude, I did crazy things when I was a kid. If you found like a pile of dirt, you'd jump off a roof onto that thing.
Oh,
sand.
or into snowbanks.
Yeah, or into snowbanks. You're like, I bet you could jump off this ladder onto that, and then you'd get hurt by the ladder.
I jumped. I used to jump out of. Not used to. I only did it once. It scared the hell out of me. But it was a house under construction, and I was like, I'm going to check out this house. Of course, late at afternoon.
Yeah.
Of course, all
everybody's
the workers are gone. So I go walking through this house, and I'm up on the top level, and some fucking worker came back.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit,
I'm in trouble.
I'm gonna get screwed. I'm gonna get in trouble. Police are gonna come. I'm like, I'm bailing out.
Did you jump into a dumpster?
No. There.
Cool.
I looked. I was top floor is like third level or whatever, and I look outside, and there's a big pile of dirt. I'm like, I'm going right into that. So I jumped, and sure enough, I waist deep into dirt, not realizing what could be in the dirt.
Right.
Yeah.
Nails, whatever.
Nails, rebar. Yeah.
Concrete, just right underneath.
Yeah, and I fought for like a minute trying to get out of the dirt.
That's funny.
Ran my ass off.
That's the stuff that you did as a kid,
We used to go to construction sites when I was little, and we used to like steal their lumber and make forts.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a different. There's something different happens to you today if you do that.
Oh yeah.
Grab that truss A-frame.
Yeah,
they don't need it.
I remember that I was on a construction site when they were pouring a foundation, a basement, right? So they were pouring the footings for the foundation. And the guys just let me in there. This dump truck is literally like inches away from just the dirt cliff that they dug, right? And I remember that I'm right there watching the concrete come down. I'm like, oh, cool. And the wall collapsed.
Oh, shit.
And I had to jump over the footing. And then they were like, oh, man, you got out of there quick. And it wasn't even like we shouldn't have kids on the job site. They just thought it was super cool that I was happy to see them.
Mid-90s,
yeah.
Nobody cared.
I showed up the next day and they were like, I was like one of the crew. They were like, dude, you almost got killed yesterday.
Yeah. Nowadays it's like, how can you be extra safe?
Yeah.
Everything's got to be policed for you, which is kind of a bummer. But I mean,
nobody on the site and nobody within 100 yards of the site.
Yeah.
Now they've got those crazy security cameras. We went to the
ones
game
with the blue lights on the top. Yeah.
You know why they have the blue light on the top, right?
I didn't see that.
Deterrence.
It's so that you look at the blue light, and that's a camera that's designed to take a picture of your face. So if you look at the blue light and it detects a face, it'll take a picture. So if you get in there and steal something, they've got your face.
Yeah.
The my work, the company that does those is right underneath us.
We should get them on a show because I'm pretty sure it's alien and AI technology that tracks faces.
Oh, yeah.
I talked to a friend of mine he's an electrician and he left something at the job site, went back. He's allowed to be there, but he was looking at the cameras the day before to see if anybody came that night. And he was like, I was in this one open spot. There was like 3 beams that crossed the camera's view. But then there's my picture of me just like side-eyeing the camera. He's like, I don't even know how I got a picture of me. But it did. It was right on the money. And that's obviously to stop the theft of tools and
but then your face gets in all of the databases and
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, too late. I'm sure that the city traffic cameras
already got those.
Yeah. Or I mean, you have a driver's license. Your face is in the system.
Oh, that's true.
We went to a Bees game though.
We did. It was fun.
I went to 2 this last week. And I kind of feel like I have some thoughts about the Bees. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I feel like Bees games are a little bit underrated in a way.
I think they are too. I was surprised at how many seats were still available.
And we went on Tuesday, which was, what was it? Smith's Customer Appreciation Night or something like that?
Family night.
And that was way more busy than when I went on the Thursday
Really?
night. Yeah, it was dead on Thursday, except for the two main sections behind home plate. There was a lot of people there. But the beer wasn't that expensive. You can get a hot dog for a decent price.
Yeah.
When I went on Thursday, they allowed us to eat peanuts, so that was cool because you just eat peanuts, throw the shells.
Really?
Yeah, it was cool.
Nice.
I saw on Smith's Appreciation Night that they did not allow it because I think there's so many people. They just didn't want to clean up that much.
Yeah, if you want to puke and shit, you'll have a stadium hot dog.
I disagree, man. Although, let me explain to you I didn't get a hot dog, but I was with people who did. Let me explain this thing to you. They called it like the dirty dog or something. I think it was a foot-long hot dog with sport peppers, jalapenos, tomatoes, celery salt. Like a junkyard dog. And then they just lathered it with that fake cheese.
Well,
Right on
it would
top.
be good if they didn't boil those hot dogs like 3 days prior.
Yeah, I mean, you're making a lot of assumptions here. How do you know they boil them 3 days prior? They boil them
how
a day.
do you know that? You've heard stories.
What are
From
your
who?
sources?
Yeah,
internet.
Oh, okay.
The internet.
But
Yeah.
the best hot dog I had at a baseball stadium was at the Angels Stadium
Okay.
last year.
What kind of hot dog was it?
It was so they make their buns red because Angels, obviously.
Sure.
So and it was a grilled hot dog, super big one, but it had everything you can imagine on it. I had to eat it with a fork and knife.
That's how these were at the Bees game. They were eating it with a fork and knife mainly because of that cheese sauce. There's no way you're picking that thing up. And that guy,
I don't know. As awful as a hot dog with cheese sauce is, it does sound good.
sounds good. It looked good too, and I was like, I might need to get a hot dog. And then I also thought about butt pee. I'm like, maybe I don't need a hot dog. But the guy that was working at the hot dog stand, he was you could tell that he probably had his fair share of hot dogs, I'll put it that way. He was being very generous with the cheese sauce.
Yeah.
You could tell that he was a big fan of the cheese sauce.
Nice.
Big ladle, just right over the top.
Chili?
That's
Was
what
there
cheese
chili
sauce
on it?
sounds like. I don't think there was.
No
There was
chili?
there wasn't any chili.
Oh, I wanted to ask you how your pretzel was. Was it as good as the one we had in Lagoon?
It was better.
It was
better than
better?
Lagoons,
Really?
because I think this is an actual Bavarian pretzel.
Was it better than that smoked one we had at the beer festival?
No.
A smoked pretzel.
It was like grilled.
Speaking of which, are we doing that this year?
We might
The
as
beer
well.
beer
When is it?
festival? It's in August, but
think
we
it's
gotta buy our
15th?
tickets before the end of July, so we can get
Okay.
a better deal on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might
August
as well
15th,
go.
middle of the month?
I
I think
think
it's
it
August
is.
20th.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not
exactly
Okay.
sure, but I think it's right around August
All right.
20th.
We'll have to
I'm a
look it up.
tentative.
Come to the beer fest. Meet us. It'd be awesome.
I mean,
I have to be a tentative because I might. Who knows? My house might just
Yeah,
be
you're-
done
yeah,
sooner
you're in
or
the
later.
middle of
I have
something.
no clue.
I want to bring up about the Bees, though, where I was going with that, is that the stadium is going to be moving to Daybreak.
It is.
And it's a little controversial because they're saying that, well, if we can move the stadium away from 13th South, that area right there, then, it'll become a little more, we'll be able to put some apartments there.
High-rise apartments and condos,
And it'll
maybe.
become like a better part of town.
Really?
But I'm kind of wondering, like, my gut says that if you move it out to Daybreak and that's where the crowd will be, doesn't just that kind of panhandling and type of thing follow the crowd?
I don't think so, though, dude.
You don't think that they'll take tracks out to the new Bee Stadium?
Oh, they'll definitely take tracks
Yeah.
out to it.
But I mean, like, then those people will just follow out there because there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Anywhere like around any stadium, like the Jazz Stadium, or just downtown in general. Even in like Midvale now, there's people that are always panhandling. I'm sure they'll find their way out to Daybreak.
Maybe. But I think there's a lot more. I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Well, they got to get a tracks line out there, I'm sure.
I'm sure
Oh,
they will. Yeah, I think that's contingent on them moving. Is the tracks will be out there.
Tracks is public transportation for those that you don't know.
Oh God, I thought it was a freight train for some reason.
Light rail.
The cool thing that I didn't know is that in 1915, that's when the bees were founded because of the beekeeping industry in Utah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And then they renamed it Salt Lake Buzz in 1994 because they were trying to like make more of a modern image, to rebrand.
Like a buzzy bee.
And it coincided with Buzzy Bee. They coincided with the opening of Smith's Ballpark, and then they temporarily rebranded to the Stingers due to a legal issue with the name Buzz.
Really? Why? What was the issue?
It just says legal issue, legal dispute over the Buzz name. So there might have been something
Like
else, like
Buzz Lightyear, maybe?
maybe. I don't know. No, that was 2002, so that was
Buzz Beer. Well, wait. Buzz Beer.
Buzz
What was
Ball.
on- Oh, Buzzball.
I don't know. It's probably not that. And then in 2006, they became the Salt Lake Bees again, and then continued the bee-themed tradition. But the ballpark, I didn't know this. It was known as Dirks Field in 1939.
I didn't know that
That's when
either.
it was built.
Why was it called Dirks?
I have no idea. I
We
think
should look
Dirks
that
was
up.
like you should look up, why was it called Dirks Field?
All right.
Yeah.
He looked at me like,
And
"What
they
are you
farm
telling
for
me?"
the Angels, right?
So I think in the early days, it was the Minnesota Twins, and then later on, it was for the Angels.
Yeah.
I believe.
I think they still farm for the Angels.
To today they do, but I always get the A's and the Angels mixed up.
Yeah.
But I might have that. Let's see. And, and I remember this actually. It was for a while. It was called the Franklin Quest Field in 1992, and then, which makes really big sense back in that day, Franklin Covey Field.
Yeah, Covey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were the ones that made the day planners.
The day planners, yeah. I
Isn't
had
that
one.
insane?
Did you have one?
Oh yeah, everybody had it.
Did you use it?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I used it for like the first 2 weeks. And I put all the numbers, I had everything in there, and then I would just get so bored
Yeah.
of it. But I don't,
Now I just use Google Calendar. It reminds me
yeah.
of everything.
we should do a whole episode on that, just like the guy that actually used Franklin Covey planners to their fullest extent.
Yeah.
Do you think there had to be people
I
out
think
there
there
like
were, yeah.
that? Or do you think their whole business model was on, we can sell a bunch of these and nobody's going to use them after
Right.
2 weeks?
And then Palm Pilot came out.
All right,
And
and
then-
then some shit on Dirks Field.
All right, what's up?
All right, Dirks Field was a minor league baseball park in the western United States, located in Salt Lake City, Utah. It was the home field of the Salt Lake Bees, Angels, and Gulls of the Pacific Coast
Oh,
League.
Hmm.
okay.
The Gulls?
The Gulls.
The
Bees,
Gulls.
Giants, and Trappers of the Pioneer Baseball League, and the Salt Lake Sting of the American Professional Soccer League.
We have soccer here?
Yeah, opened in 1928 as a community park. The ballpark's final seating capacity was 10,000 in 1940. This doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. And I apologize. We do have soccer here.
Yeah, we have Real, which
Yeah, we have the Real.
is going to
Doesn't
bring
make
up
sense because that stadium hasn't been there since 1928.
Okay, and then this one got built in 1939. So, okay. I don't know. You guys have Google.
It's the same place. It's the same site.
So it's been there the entire time.
Yeah.
So that's
13
another
South and
thing
West
then.
Temple.
You're literally tearing down history
Yep.
and putting it somewhere else, which
To put
comes down to money, I'm sure.
apartments in.
At some point. It comes down to money somewhere, I'm sure. But I also think that'll be kind of cool for Daybreak. I'm sure a lot of people out in that area, I don't know. They probably go to games too, but it'll just be easier.
Yeah.
Daybreak's kind of like got their own little bubble community out there, which is the
they
new
do.
thing, right? Where
And-
the prison was, they're doing the same thing, like the 10-minute city.
10-minute city,
Yeah.
15-minute city, whatever it's
Whatever
called.
it was.
Yeah. But they do have Mountain View Corridor out there, so you can pretty much drive out there pretty easy.
I just consider that a big road. It's not
It
like a
is.
freeway.
It's it
Kinda.
is. It is. A big
I mean,
road.
it's like a Bangerter.
Yeah, it is. It has.
Oh no, it's not even Bangerter because Bangerter doesn't have stoplights anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No.
Oh, that's right. They did that weird sideways thing.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. On the off ramp, yeah. But Mountain Corridor just seems like a large road. I'm sure they have plans to develop that into a freeway at some point.
Probably. There's a lot of people that have living out that way now.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of people, and it's not going to get any less populated out
No.
there. Especially you put the Bees Stadium out there. Of course, that's going to generate revenue for surrounding businesses. I mean, Lucky 13 off of 13 South right next to the ballpark
yeah.
is basically became a legend because of the ballpark.
Yeah.
And I think Lucky 13 did open another location in Jordan Landing.
They did?
I think so.
Huh.
But I'm sure that was also in
yeah,
response
yeah.
to preparation of the
They
ballpark
did.
going away.
It's by the comedy club, right?
I think so.
Or is it part of the comedy club?
I don't know. I'm not a Lucky 13 expert yet. Yeah, I think it's probably about time that we take a break. We'll be back in just a minute.
Yeah.
And we're back. The
Hey.
weekly InSalt episode 280.
280.
Yeah. I want to clarify something that I said in the first half because I misrepresented Lagoon.
Mm-hmm. You did.
They have the pretzel you were talking about was not the one from the little carts.
No,
it was the one from the Bavarian place.
Yeah, Bavarian Beer Garden.
Yeah,
or
the
whatever.
beer garden. The one at the Bees game was not better than that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
that was
you.
more like a restaurant style pretzel, which was good. Mm-hmm. But they're better than the standard Lagoon pretzels.
And it was the best cold beer I've ever had.
Oh, that was
It was awesome.
It was being out in the heat. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was a really great beer.
We did get in trouble though.
That's okay.
Yeah.
What did you do?
You guys
got mad at us.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't tell us you were going there.
Yeah,
You
You
guys-
went and rode a bunch of fucking rides.
Oh, now wait a minute.
They left us.
You left us.
No, we said we're going to go over here.
We said
so
we're
just
going
meet us
back
here.
to the pavilion
But then you
because
guys made your own decision. Oh, we're going to go ride rides and eat pretzels and have beer.
You could have just
you could've
waited
just said,
and then
"Hey."
come with us. Well, this was all like on a complete whim.
It was,
It
and I
was
wanted
on
to
a
ride the
complete-
swings.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the line for the swings was super long, and I'm like, I
was
didn't
not,
fucking
dude.
wait for this
There's
shit.
what, 50 swings on that thing? We
Yeah,
got on
we
that
got
ride
on that-
within 5 minutes.
Yeah. It wasn't too long. But also at the time, we weren't really thinking about cell phones. Laura was like, let's go ride the Colossus another
Yeah,
time.
we
And I was
rode
like,
it
okay,
twice.
cool. And then we were like, let's go back. And we just ran into the beer garden. And it's like, should we just get a beer? Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and you should have just sent me a text and say, "Hey, we're doing this."
I was in
And
beer
would've-
mode,
fucking-
dude.
I
My
would've been
phone
there.
was not anywhere. I don't even think I had my phone with me.
We
I'm
sent
pretty
you
sure.
a picture of the beer and the pretzel.
Yeah, and I was mad as shit.
We
That-
thought you
that
guys
was
were
your
going to
invite.
come over.
Yeah, I thought you were already knee deep in that.
Well, we would have been, but we would have
We
stayed
were
while you
knuckles
guys
deep
ate
in
your.
that pretzel. Mhm.
Yeah,
We would have stayed while you ate your pretzel. We probably would have got another beer.
I would have gotten another pretzel too.
It also was
say,
kind of dumb though for us to do that because you can take your own beer into Lagoon anyway,
Yeah.
so it didn't really matter. To wrap up the bees conversation from before break, I think the games are underrated. We sat on the front row on Thursday and it was $25 and it happened to be a double header.
That's a great price.
$25 front row, right by first base, right in front of the Bees bullpen. So we watched the pitchers warm up and stuff. It was super cool.
Yeah.
So if you want to give your children or you just want your friend group to go have like a decent time, go there. It's not unreasonably priced. It's
And you
really
can
chill.
you can do grass seats too.
Yeah, the grass
which is
seats,
super fun.
but the sun, everybody in those grass seats
Yeah.
has to be dying. But it was fun. Check out a Bees game before
Support
you
the
can
bees.
never go to that stadium again.
Yeah,
Just-
support the bees.
and then remember how shitty the bathrooms are while you're there. They're like a sauna.
They are.
Which I'm looking up and there's vents in there. I'm like, they can't pump some air through this or something.
They're
and I'm sure
reserving
they're.
all that air for the box seats.
You're right. Yeah, but the stadium's old enough. They probably do need a new one. But it just sucks to see that go. So maybe you'll regret it if you don't go there one more time.
Yeah.
I think there's still plenty of time.
Yeah, but still support the bees. Support
Yeah,
baseball.
100%.
Let's get MLB out here.
No,
Just-
Curt. Do you want to do the Curt corner?
Oh, let's do
Oh boy.
Kurt's corner.
Kurt's corner.
By the way, we are going to be working on a jingle for that.
We are.
And we're going to make
so
it
stupid.
over the top.
All right, whatever.
It's not stupid.
All right, so
No, pretend that you actually enjoy this one just
Yeah.
for fun.
I do enjoy it. It's fun.
I know. But, okay, yeah, that was great.
It's fun. It is. All right.
Like sliding down a cheese grater naked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to put it.
Cool. Well, I can't wait.
Fuck,
Yeah,
I
me
lost
too.
my beer. I think I left it upstairs. Oh well.
We got another one right there. I'm sure Laura wouldn't mind grabbing you one.
Can I reach?
Yeah. I mean, you can. Your headphones aren't permanently attached either. You can do it.
You can do it.
Yep.
Open the fridge.
What do you want?
I don't know. Just grab whatever.
I guess she gives you the Budweiser NA.
Not the NA.
Yeah, we've got a fully stocked fridge in here.
Holy, that's not an. That's an NA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's liquid. What was that? Liquid Death.
That was
You
Liquid
threw
Death.
some
That's
Liquid Deaths in there.
That's
Get a goddamn
some
Budweiser.
iced tea liquid death. Yeah.
Liquid Death is kind of crazy brand. Like they became super popular. I saw it, like their whole display up at Harmon's, and they make a ton of different types of Liquid Death.
They
now.
do now.
Yeah.
They do. Anyway, Kurt's corner. So
Curt,
Kurt's corner.
can you do it? What if you do it first? You go Kurt's corner, and then we both do it after.
no.
Yeah, try it once.
Try it
Kurt's
once.
corner.
Kurt's corner.
Lame.
Yeah, we can do
Yeah,
better.
we'll do better next time.
What if
All right.
What if you act really excited and then we act like we're depressed?
That's not in me.
just like
It's not in my DNA to
pull
be
away from your
excited.
mic and
Come
go
on, you know
Kurt's
me.
corner. Try it one time.
No.
And then we have to be really depressed.
Yeah.
I okay.
Do it. So go Kurt's corner. Kurt's corner.
Kurt's corner.
See, that was good. That was a good bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
I
sounded
don't like
excited. I'm proud.
All right.
Okay, let's
I'm excited. I really want to know your thought process, but we'll talk about that after.
Okay, so I was out with my brother this past little while, and he likes to go to Barnes and Noble. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
And what's in every Barnes and Noble?
Coffee shop?
A coffee shop.
Oh, I was gonna say a shitload of books.
There's a shitload of books along with a coffee shop.
Yeah.
So
is it a Starbucks?
It
Or
is a
It is,
Starbucks.
yeah.
So they couldn't even do their own Barnes and Noble branded coffee shop?
No,
All right.
no, must not
They
be
should,
in their
though.
budget.
Well,
Anyway, so they do a Starbucks in every one of these Barnes and Nobles. So we went to the Barnes and Noble on it's like the one in Murray is over there by that Best Buy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know which one that is. And the first thing that we do, he says, let's go with some fucking coffee.
you and your brother both like coffee the same amount?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you love a shitload of coffee.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean,
I love
I
coffee,
remember the first time I went to Starbucks. You know, I'm like looking at their menu. I'm like, I just want just a cup of coffee. And I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, oh, tall coffee. That'll last me all day. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
So I order a tall coffee. What do I get? Fucking 12-ounce cup.
Okay. And just so you know, to the audience, he put up his fingers in like
That's about
2 inches.
yeah.
But yeah.
Like 3 inches.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, because you're supposed to
mean-
get venti.
Well,
Grande.
Grande.
Who knows
Grande.
that? I mean, everybody knows that now, but who knew
Sure.
that back then? I'm like, it's fucking tall coffee. I'm thinking fucking a tall
Like,
coffee.
Like, did you say back then, as in back then when you were just at
Like when Starbucks first came out.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
It
was dumb.
When does tall mean small?
Well,
It's fucking stupid.
America, happy 4th of July.
Tall
Yeah.
is smaller than grande.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
the smallest
I mean,
one they
I
have.
mean, if you think about it,
Yeah.
tall, venti,
Then-
venti.
Vente's the
and then
largest
grande.
one.
Okay, and then
Grande venti?
So tall grande
Venti?
venti.
Oh,
Yeah.
And so yeah, so I ordered a tall one, thinking I'm getting a fucking tall one. No, it's the smallest one they have. It's bullshit. I was mad.
We
as
got
fuck about it.
rickrolled by
Yeah.
Starbucks, yeah. So what happened at Barnes & Noble then?
Anyway, so we ordered some medium coffees. We specifically tell them we want the medium-sized one. Doesn't matter what it's called. Give
Just
us
to
the medium
make them
one.
upset?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not saying
gonna
grande.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I want a medium. I was going to swear, but
Yeah.
an
So,
effing medium.
are we not doing that anymore?
No, I was going to, but then I like right when I was about to drop the F-bomb, I thought about my mom listening, so I held back for her.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Anyway, so we ordered our coffees, and he disappears off into the bookstore to get a shopping cart full of books, because that's what he does. He buys every damn book.
A shopping cart.
Well, he has a basket, and he's got it already full.
Oh shit. Okay.
He buys a lot of books, but and I'm walking around just wasting time trying to looking at things and whatnot. And so I set my coffee cup down, just on a table. I wasn't paying attention. I just set it down.
It's probably like
Yeah.
like you're sitting your beer right now, like
Yeah,
right on the corner
Right on
of the
the corner.
table, just about to fall off.
did
Yeah.
you spill it?
So I set my coffee down on this thing, and I grabbed something else to look at it, not realizing what I've done. And I put the thing back, and I reach over to grab my coffee, and I spilled my coffee.
Not in a Barnes and Noble,
No,
dude.
Yeah.
all over books or
Oh,
just.
that's what you think.
Uh-huh.
You know how many books did I?
Yeah.
fucking
How
ruin?
many
Yeah.
books did you
I would have
ruin?
panicked.
Did you think they
I
make
would
you
have
pay?
left.
You're like, I'm out of here. They're
I'm
gonna.
outie.
Do you think they'd make you pay for the books? If
I don't
you-
know. I don't know. But
so it wasn't a
but
book.
that's what you think. I just ruined a bunch of books. No. I spilled my coffee, like the whole thing, all over in a Ouija board.
A Ouija board.
Bad mojo, man.
I don't know.
really?
I think that
Like,
this,
for-
I think they like
so-
coffee.
So I have questions.
Okay.
First of all, why does Barnes and Noble sell Ouija boards?
I mean, they.
That's weird. For
Yeah,
one.
they'll ban some books from their stores, but then they'll sell a Ouija board.
Yeah, and like, how screwed am I? I just spilled my coffee all over, like the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
My
Did
personal.
you ask it a question?
No.
Yo, you
no.
like that coffee, bitch? You just immediately piss them off. It's like the goo from Ghostbusters 2 starts seeping out the edge of the Ouija board.
Yeah, and I was like thinking, oh my god, I'm like, all these spirits are mad as shit. It's like spilling a coffee in your brand new truck.
Oh yeah, no, only demons don't come after you
Right.
afterwards.
Right. So I pick up what's left of my coffee and go find my brother. I'm like, dude, we need to get the hell out of here.
There's, I spilled coffee on a Ouija board. So what my personal opinion is, I think that they would enjoy the coffee.
I don't know. I'd be mad.
It was only on the outside of the.
If I was
box.
a spirit, I'd be mad.
I
You'd be
would
mad.
have asked it. So, how do you take your coffee? Cream, sugar, black,
It was a mocha.
a mocha?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
The whipped cream.
I would have asked it if it liked it or preferred something else.
Well, you know what you would have really been in trouble
Mm-hmm.
with is if like a priest had blessed your coffee before you spilled it on the Ouija board. Yeah, that would have been. Well, you never know. Maybe the Starbucks
year-old barista that here's your coffee.
So I looked it
God
up.
bless.
I was curious.
God bless. It's all over the Ouija board.
So I had to look it up. Venti is Italian for 20, meaning 20 ounces.
Okay.
Grande is 16 ounces.
So by proxy, we just
And
literally
tall
made
is
fun of
fucking
the
6.
Italian language.
Yeah, you
Sweet.
did. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Sorry, everybody in Italy. So we'll send the demons over. So, what do you think? Have you had anything weird happen since you spilled it on the Ouija board? Like, did your coffee pot break?
No,
Okay.
Nothing weird's happened.
Wouldn't that
yet.
be weird if you spilled your coffee on it and then like anything in your house related to coffee was haunted?
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Like it wasn't like you were just always like you're just pissed off at coffee. Like open up the beans and there's a bunch of maggots in there. You're like,
Oh, gross.
so then it ruined your morning coffee. You go to start the coffee pot and it just sprays hot water.
yeah,
at
my
you.
coffee maker's all blown up all over my counter. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just saying we don't know the true power of a Ouija board.
I don't. I've never used
I
one.
used one once.
I used one.
Yeah.
We had one.
Who did you talk to?
So we just used to ask stupid. I was like 12.
Okay.
Dude. So we used to ask stupid questions.
Well,
Do you
that's the
believe
thing.
in a Ouija board?
No.
You ever
No.
read the back of one of those, like in the box? Like
No, but I can imagine if
they make it sound like it's like this fun game. No, it's all spiritual and demonic
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just a board with letters on it.
It is. And literally you can control
But
where.
I've heard stories of Ouija board.
Yeah, so have I. That's why I was freaked out about it. I'm like, fucking, there's coffee all over this damn thing.
It's like you're the
Damn
first time you
thing,
roll the
yeah.
dice in Jumanji. Like
Yeah.
now you're just stuck in the game.
That's what I thought of too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I looked at that. I'm like freaking the fuck out. I'm like, oh shit. There's a bunch of spirits that are all mad as shit.
Yeah. Just we'll open your bedroom closet and it's like Narnia.
Yeah. Now we have to find a way. So later tonight at about 3 a.m, what are you doing?
I'm sleeping.
Well, I'm going to wake you up and we're going to go rub tree branches on Kurt's windows.
Okay, let's do it.
What is it?
Can we do it at 1 though?
I don't know. He might still be awake.
Yeah.
We got to make sure he's sleeping. I don't know. He still might be awake at 3 for all I know.
Yeah, maybe.
That's. I'm glad that you came out unscathed though. No,
So am I.
nothing weird.
Yeah, nothing.
And you
nothing.
didn't ruin books that you had to like run out the door? And
No, there weren't
Pretend
any
you didn't.
books around. There's
Okay.
just
Oh,
this
dude.
Ouija board.
If we would have prepared more, I would have told you to call Barnes and Noble right now and I'd ask him. Like, hey, if I spill a bunch of coffee on the books, are you guys going to charge me for that? Just to see what they say. I'm curious now.
I didn't, but I'm curious.
Yeah. Yeah. That kind of
Oh,
did
should
make
we
me
call
sound
him?
like already incriminated.
Should we call them? Like do some surprise call? That'd be weird.
No.
No, I'm all about the weird, but I just don't think our setup dictates that very well right
we
now.
can do it. Just plug your phone in.
Yeah, I'm not willing to
No.
experiment
Okay.
on the air.
No. Mm-mm.
I think it would be cool if it worked right away, but it would be really boring if we troubleshoot.
Yeah. Dude, I really, really, really want a junkyard dog now.
Yeah, those baseball hot dogs are crazy.
Yeah.
I miss the only Chicago dog place that we had in around my house, which was Johnny Beef's.
What's a Chicago dog? Do they like shoot mustard and ketchup out of pistols?
Out
No.
of a 12-gauge shotgun?
It's got pickles. What's the salt that they put on those?
Celery salt?
Celery salt and cheese, relish,
think it has
sauerkraut,
Tomato on it.
tomato.
A pickle.
Yeah.
I'm going
You know who has a good Chicago dog is Freddy's.
to... Okay.
They do.
okay. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
It's got sport peppers on it,
Yeah,
too.
sport peppers.
Raw onion. The thing that I hate more than anything on a hot dog, which is sweet relish. Like that neon green
Yeah.
relish. Oh, sweet. Speaking of relish, should we tell the story?
Sweet relish is no good.
Yeah. You know what somebody dared do to me on Friday? We were drinking picklebacks.
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And
And
you had
then
what?
they had dill pickle juice and we're taking picklebacks the whole night. And then out of nowhere, I shot a Jameson. I drink the pickle juice and it's bread and butter pickle
Oh,
juice.
yeah.
No, it was something else.
It was sweet pickles, basically.
Yeah, it was something else, but
Was
it
it a
smelled
joke?
horrible.
It tasted no. She
just ran out.
I think she ran out and was like, "Still pickles, right?" But the salt is what helps. It just caught me so off guard. Like when you're expecting like water and you get root beer, you're like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
"What happened here?" But Chicago dog looks great.
Yeah. It is
Maybe
yummy.
you're gonna have to stop by Freddy's then.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
There's got to be a better place in Salt Lake and get a Chicago dog than Freddy's, though.
I don't know. It's close to my house.
Okay, fair. Happy 24th of July, everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Happy.
Happy establishment of Utah. That's probably why it was so hard to book a guest. It's the 24th.
Yeah, but you've got something going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a long week. Well, I guess it's not a long weekend for me because I have to work. But
yeah, as some people say, Happy Pie and Beer Day.
Happy Pie and Beer Day.
Yeah. Do you want to read it?
I do. Yeah. Because I was curious, like the history of pie and beer.
Yeah, and I looked up we didn't get into the 24th of July in the first half, did we?
No, we did not.
Good.
No.
We've been jumping around a bit, so my hot sheet's all weird.
So if you, it says if you say it real fast, pie and beer day, sort of sounds like pie and beer day.
Pioneer.
Pioneer.
Pioneer Day.
Yeah.
Pioneer.
Okay. Anyway,
yeah.
So it was created as a counterculture alternative for people that don't fit into the established green jello and hand cart mold.
That was definitely a dig.
Yeah, it was.
But it's funny. And I
thought it was funny.
I figured that. I never knew that, but I figured that was a counterculture thing, right? Because Pioneer Day.
Yeah.
Pie and Beer Day. But, I mean, in all reality, without the pioneers, wouldn't be here. You know?
Maybe,
Could you imagine that?
Maybe.
Well, eventually somebody would have came along, but without them in this timeline of history, we probably wouldn't be in this exact spot.
Possibly.
So you think that if... Yeah, you're right. Okay. I'm not going to go down that road. You were looking at me with... I know you've had a morning, too. And
I have had
you
a
were
morning.
looking at me like, do you want to die today? And I chose not to die.
Good choice.
There is one thing that I learned while we were doing this, and I don't know if I ever knew this. I kind of like subconsciously knew it, but obviously when the pioneers came here, they were seeking like more religious freedom. They're getting away from the federal government, and in the end, that started something called the Utah War, which I'd never heard of before.
I have not either until
and
you
I
told me
think
about
it was totally peaceful, but it was basically the settlement in Salt Lake City battling against the federal government, and that ended in, of course, I guess it was an agreement to create the state of Utah.
It's like
which is so that's the state of Utah, and hence here we are with Pioneer Day. Have you ever been on when I was a kid, we did the handcart trek?
No.
You haven't been on that? It's nuts.
I bet it is.
Yeah. And I think they took it easy on us because we were kids, but you all had to take your turn. I don't remember. I think I'm sure they still do it, but I'd have to look up the details. When I was really young when I did it, and it was kind of like, dress up, and it was like cosplaying, pushing a handcart.
Yeah.
Is the modern way to put it, but I thought it was fun. And then I just typed in handcart.com. Wow, multitasking. I can't do it.
What are you looking up?
I'm looking up the handcart trick. It just gave me a bunch of advertisements for dollies. Which hand truck? Yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah, this is the place, Heritage Park handcart treks.
Do you have to pay to do it? To be tortured?
I don't know. I was too young to remember. Okay. But you literally dress up as a pioneer, and then you load all of your stuff into a handcart, and then you walk down. You could basically go on a hike. And I remember it being cool for me as a younger kid, and I think it definitely did give me a respect for what they went through.
Yeah. Like
all religion aside, all bullshit aside, I guess I could say, I'm sure they didn't have it easy. You know what I mean?
No.
Could you imagine handcarting from like the eastern United States into Utah, going through all the weather, like 103 degree day? I don't want to walk today.
Yeah.
No, that's
or
not
the ones that want to. Is it the Gold Rush? In
I think
California?
the Donner Party was a huge one where they got stuck in a crazy snowstorm.
Yeah.
But we're lucky that we get to like sit in the house and be like, it's really hot today, I'm not going outside. And they're like, well, you've got a covered wagon or a handcart. Sorry, I don't know. If you got a scrape, we'll keep walking. Or we can just leave you here.
Yeah, and that's probably what they did.
I think a lot of times it is. It's got to be tough. I wanted to bring... So this is going to be a weird transition, but... Are you guys... There's been some movies coming out lately. One movie that's been shoved down everybody's throat lately has been the Barbie movie.
Yeah, I want to go see it. I'm on the fan club. I want to go see it.
You want to see that,
funny.
huh?
I do.
Jesus.
So I went and got my hair cut yesterday, and I think it opened yesterday.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
So all the stylists were in pink shirts, which I thought was hilarious. Yeah.
I wonder if they got paid for that, or they just did it.
They just did it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I heard a...
Go ahead.
No, by all means, man.
No, I heard they were doing a double feature. with
with
Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. if you know, Barbie products came out in Japan. Right. That was first released.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So did Oppenheimer. So did Oppenheimer's product.
Yeah. Wow. Oh dear. Oh, too soon?
Too soon.
I'm sorry. That was tasteless.
No, it's all right, man. That's decent.
It was.
One thing that I did hear that I thought I am intrigued by the Barbie movie, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'd wait till it's not in the theater to go see it, or to just like pop
Not
in
even
and be
just
like,
go see Margot.
Margot's she's super hot, but the one request that she had, and I watched a behind the scenes preview or something, but she said, when I accepted the movie, the only request I had is that the bedroom had to have a slide down to the swimming pool.
Oh, that's funny.
And then she would totally get involved with the dream of the director. And that was her stipulation. They're like, that's it. She's
Barbie's
like,
dream house.
Yeah. But the sets they made are super cool, I think, like to build. You're taking on like a classic toy that a ton of people grew up with and still do. If you don't do that the right way, you can come off like really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the brand might be pissed and then like
represent what Barbie
you have to
really
represent
is.
it.
Yeah.
And I think Margot is the perfect person to do that. I don't remember who the male actor was that they got.
I don't either. It's like packed full of actors. There's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, and I think that you kind of have to do that these days when you're dealing with so many just so many big movies these days that have all the good actors in them.
Yeah.
You have to. Ryan Gosling. I should have known.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I should have known that. Oh, and I didn't know Michael Cera's in it. And Will Ferrell. Of course he would be in the Barbie movie. That's a perfect thing for him.
So I want to go see it. I think you guys should go see it too.
I think I'll go see it with you just so I can talk about it.
Okay.
On the air. But we have to see it in IMAX and we have to have the reclining seats.
And popcorn.
Oh yeah, the largest popcorn they make.
Oh no flask.
No, you're not supposed to tell them that. Okay, fine, 2 flasks.
And Raisinets.
No, I can pass on those.
I'm a popcorn Raisinette.
You get a whole dill pickle at the theater.
Okay.
You can?
Yeah.
Are they like the weird jumbo ones at the gas station?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't either.
There's like a good pickle and then too much pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
I've never gotten one.
Like nobody's like, what if you just took a regular cucumber, didn't cut it up, and made it into a giant pickle? Nobody wants a pickle that big.
I actually tried to do that. It didn't work very well.
Did you peel the skin off?
No.
Because I think the skin has a wax coating on it, or at least it feels like it does.
Cucumbers? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Keep them fresh longer. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I did like this Shakespeare thing to keep them fresh longer. My hands above my head. Oppenheimer is also making I guess is apparently going to be great as well. I don't know if that came out yet.
I
think
it has, and that's on my list to go see too.
I want to go see it.
Excellent.
Yeah, I've heard that it's really, really good, especially considering how much it changed the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, speaking of another thing that you'd have to represent pretty well.
Yeah.
But they also have big names in their movie. Maybe we just do a double header.
Yeah,
go straight from Barbie
available.
to... It's out. Yeah.
Yeah, it is out. I think, didn't it release the same day as Barbie or no?
I think it did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What a
strategic
feature. What a strategic marketing move.
Oh, we should do a drive-in.
I don't know. Does the drive-in do brand new movies like that? They usually do like older movies.
Really?
Right?
No, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Dude, if the drive-in did a Barbie Oppenheimer night, that's wild. That's got to be a liability.
And usually you do get a double feature with a drive-in.
Mm-hmm.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about it. Well, it's been a long time since I've been to a drive-in. But
let's
I would take my Jeep and back it in and put the air mattress in it.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have a cooler in there, and then you just put the water bottles on top.
And you bring your own popcorn.
On top.
Yeah.
The Redwood Drive-In Theater. I haven't been to a drive-in movie in so long. Let's see what they're playing right now. Now playing...
Barbie and Oppenheimer.
The Barbie. Oh, my God. They're doing the... Oh, maybe this isn't... I think they're doing... I can't tell. I think they're doing the Barbie movie twice, at 9:15 and 11:20, and then they're doing the new Mission Impossible. They're doing Elemental and Indiana Jones, and then Insidious and
I
No
saw
Hard
Indiana
Feelings.
Jones.
That movie looks wild.
I went and saw that new Indiana Jones.
How was it?
What's your rating?
It was okay. I'd give it...
how many Curt tomatoes?
many Curt tomatoes? Let's go. I'm going to go 4.
4 out of 5?
Yeah, and 4 out of 10 if I'm gonna throw them.
Oh.
4 out of 10. Okay.
So you're saving 6 to throw.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Did we just create another bit that you're going to be stuck to forever? Anytime somebody brings up a movie, we have to ask you how many Curt tomatoes?
Yes.
Which means that you're throwing them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd only throw 4 at the Indiana Jones movie.
Well, if we're gonna do it
10.
that direction, then I'm gonna lob 6 tomatoes, and they're like the worst, rottenest tomatoes.
At Indiana
was
Jones?
that bad?
It was bad?
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't.
Yeah, so the lower the tomatoes, the higher the score in the Curt tomato scale.
Yes.
Okay, so 6 tomatoes?
6 tomatoes get thrown at the movie.
At the theater screen.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Please don't do that in certain theaters. People are like, Curt tomato.
Curt tomatoes.
We get some weird lawsuit from Megaplex theaters.
Yeah,
Right. So are you planning on seeing Mission Impossible?
I'd be down.
Really?
I'd like to see
I
it.
followed it. Yeah. We need
don't
then
wanna see it?
I don't
Curt.
know. It's like, how many are there now?
I don't know. That's a good question. Probably
Way too many.
5 or 6.
Yeah, there's a lot. But I think they kind of lined this one up to seem like it was the last one based on the name, didn't they? Or maybe am I confusing it with Indiana Jones?
You are.
Okay.
Yeah, because Indiana Jones is the last something, right?
Yeah, of course, I don't think that you go the James Bond route with Indiana Jones because I don't think you bring in anybody other than Harrison Ford to be
Right.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
you just can't.
Mm-mm.
If you did, you'd have to deep fake it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or use AI or...
Yeah. And then that gets into a whole world
yeah.
of shit. Mission Impossible film series. Yeah, and I think Mission Impossible, they'll probably do that. That will probably be like the Indiana Jones, or not Indiana Jones, the James Bond
Yeah.
thing. But I don't know. Tom Cruise doesn't appear to be aging any like very fast anyway. It's all that stuff that I don't know.
He's not as old as Harrison Ford, that's for sure.
That also helps with not aging, not being old.
True.
Yeah. That's the number one cause of not being old is not being old. I wish there was a medication I could take to not
Yeah,
be
me
old.
too.
And it'd probably be too expensive anyway.
Yeah, and he can probably afford it.
Yeah. Probably doesn't pay for it.
Probably not.
So that means that we've learned a few things here at the end, which means number one, Curt has to go to the Barbie movie.
Yes.
Because he's got to rate it on the Curt.
Fuck?
You got to rate it on the Curt tomato scale.
All right.
Yeah.
And then
I don't want to pay for that ticket. Who's got that?
I'll buy the damn ticket, dude.
Sweet.
I was just laughing because I was thinking of ways to make Curt's life more miserable with the Barbie movie, and then I was like, let's go to the drive-in when they're playing it twice.
I'd be Ubering the fuck out of there.
Oh, that thought crossed my mind. I was like, how fucked up would it be if we went to the drive-in and be like, hey, Curt, yeah, it's Barbie and some other movie, and then it just replays Barbie.
Yeah, that's what it is, like the Redwood Drive-In.
Yeah.
It's Barbie.
Yeah.
There's no... Oh, wait, there is one more. No, there's not. It's Barbie the whole way.
Yeah. Did
All
you
right,
have the...
tickets are on me.
Okay, and then we will report back the Curt
You have to
tomato
buy me
scale.
popcorn and Raisinets, though.
Fine.
Okay,
Arguably,
deal.
you got the better end of the
I
deal.
did.
Popcorn and Raisinets are expensive. But if you get the large popcorn, you can get the refill.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have enough movie Sky Miles to cover popcorn and Raisinets. So.
Yeah.
We have movies, Sky Miles?
Yeah.
What?
Where
What
at?
is that?
At the one over by my house. What is it? Jordan Land? No, it's not Jordan Landing. It's Jordan Commons.
Oh, Jordan Commons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
On 13th by your house.
No, it's
No?
on State
It's
Street.
State
and
Street.
Oh,
90th.
90th.
90th,
Yeah.
a little past 90th, but yeah.
Yep.
9600.
So they give you frequent flyer miles there?
Yeah.
like membership points,
Yeah. I've got
reward
like,
points.
I don't know, 20,000.
You have
good for, like-
20,000?
Yeah, it's good for like a small popcorn.
Oh, okay.
I always get the big popcorn, and then I'm like halfway through it by the time the previews are over.
Yeah.
But then I want to watch the movie, so I never go refill it. But I think I should just refill it on my way out and take it home.
Well, they
You
sell
can do
the
that.
they sell the mega bucket.
Yeah, you got to get the mega bucket.
Well, you buy it. You buy the bucket, and then you can refill the bucket.
Oh, but I think a large popcorn gets one refill.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Not anymore.
That's bullshit.
Unlimited refills.
No, it
Yeah,
gets
with
no
the,
refill.
With the mega bucket, it's you get like refills for like a couple bucks.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you
but-
think that bullshit costs?
If you get like the regular large
Popcorn's
popcorn
cheap.
in their bucket, then it's like $16. You have to finance it.
Megaplex, the 2023 Mega Tub.
Yeah, the Mega Tub. That's what it is.
How much popcorn is
That's
in the Mega Tub?
$37 for a Mega Tub.
How much popcorn is it?
Yeah, it is.
It is. You know they're not telling you that here because they want you to buy it and be disappointed. One Mega Tub. More detail. Oh, this is we're the only people that's ever clicked on this tab.
Yeah,
it's BPA free.
You buy the Mega Tub. And
200 ounces of popcorn.
That's a freaking lot of popcorn.
Yeah,
I'd eat it all.
It's a
in one
huge
movie.
amount of popcorn, and you can refill it.
Wait, it says can be refilled anytime for less than the cost of a mini popcorn. So you still pay.
Yeah, but the mini popcorn. How much is a mini popcorn?
I don't know.
Hopefully
$8 probably.
Probably 23.
Products, all products. I'm gonna have to search.
That's where they make
That's
their
way
money
too much money for popcorn.
That's where they
$37 Mega Tub. Oh, and then and you get a refill voucher. You get one refill voucher. I don't think they're gonna show prices of their regular. I guess they will, but no, they don't. Mega Tub movie package for 2. So you get. Oh my God. I didn't know that.
It's ridiculous.
I didn't know that this happened. This is blowing my mind. So you Mega Tub get the Mega Tub movie package for 2, and I'll tell you the price afterwards.
Okay.
The Mega Tub, 1 Mega Tub refill, 2 refillable Mega Mugs.
Oh shit! I already know.
2
how much
Mega Mug refills.
Raisinets.
Black premium passes. I don't know what that means. Various movie candy.
Okay.
And they specify 2.
Yeah, this would be $100.
Various.
They give you a large popcorn voucher for free, even though you got the Mega Tub. That seems like a kind of a scam. And then a large popcorn tub. There it is. I didn't read quick enough. And then cellophane wrap and tie.
So what 2 candies
how much
do you get to pick from?
It just says various.
I'm
and
gonna
it
go
looks like
79.
it has Skittles and Reese's
Bob.
Pieces. Okay. Closest to without going over?
Yeah.
Okay.
79 even.
I'll give you the regular price, even though that has an R price.
$89.99.
$113.
I was
Fuck,
close.
I knew it. I knew it was going to be over 100.
Their price right now is $97.28.
God, what a date night. Jesus.
Oh, my. Well, they only have 88 left, so hurry down to your Mega Tub movie package for 2. Not a sponsor. I can't believe that. That blows my mind that... I mean, everybody knows that condiments at a movie theater are expensive, but
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go to a movie for $100.
No, me either.
Yeah, I think I could do other things like
Have a steak and lobster or something.
you could probably indoor skydive for slightly more than that.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll have
There's
to look
that.
into it.
There's that VR skydiving. You ever looked into that?
Yeah, I think that Dale, who's been on the show before, did that with his brother recently.
Oh,
he
yeah,
said it
he
was
did.
crazy.
Yeah.
They you're like, I guess you're supposed to jump off, and then he hangs you in a harness, and then that's like a wind blowing at you and everything.
Yeah.
He said it was cool. It was
All right, I will try that.
arguably to me
But
that's more
You
scary
won't do
than
actual skydiving.
No, I'll try that first.
Okay, I will.
Actual skydiving?
I will
No,
buy
no.
you the ticket to that, but after that, you have to promise you'll go skydiving.
No, it's like a test to see if I like it or not.
But I'm buying your ticket. That's the rules, the agreement.
Are you buying her actual skydiving ticket?
No. She pays for that.
How much does it cost to skydive?
$300.
Oh, yeah, pass.
It's not $300.
Yeah, it is.
I think when I went, I don't know. When I went, it was like it seemed around 2 something. But they also want you to get the video, which I did because why not?
Yeah.
But
all right. So what
arguably,
night are we going to go see Barbie?
well, I don't
I gotta
know.
have
We
a
can
commitment.
we can figure that out after.
Let's go tomorrow.
Okay.
No,
Oh yeah. Tomorrow
no,
night.
Not at all.
Tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, I work tomorrow,
Get the discount. Oh shit, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, people got to work.
Let's go after the show.
Today?
Yeah.
No,
No.
hard no.
A hard pass. Yeah.
But we will figure that out. They don't need to know when we're going to Barbie. They just need to know what Curt tomato scale it is.
Okay.
What would you pre-estimate the Barbie movie Curt tomato scale?
9.
Okay.
Like 9 tomatoes throwing at the screen?
9 tomatoes at the screen.
Ah.
I
That's
think
rough.
they're smart enough to understand, right, that parents are going to take their children to the movie. So I think there's going to be a lot of inside adult humor jokes.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean?
PG-13, right?
I don't know.
I think
didn't
it
look
is,
up.
yeah.
I would imagine. That movie you definitely can't make rated R. All right, well.
you could, but it'd be a different movie.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think it would be released in theaters.
No.
Oh, shit. Well, thank you, everybody, for listening. We really appreciate that you do listen and have a wonderful 24th of July, or I hope you did have a wonderful 24th of July.
Yeah.
Stay out of the heat. Hopefully it's not going to be this hot for the rest of the summer, but stay cool. stay away from swamp coolers.
Have some pie and beer tomorrow.
Yeah, go get a hot dog while you're at it.
Yeah.
This has been your weekly insult. For some reason, I just know you're getting a hot dog.
I am. I'm going right.
Do they sell hot dogs in the movie theater? Or is it just shitty nachos?
I don't know. They have Starbucks. Is it Beans and Brews or Starbucks at the movie theater?
It's a Starbucks. Just don't spill it on your Ouija board.
Do they sell Ouija boards at the movie theater?
No. Hopefully not.
No, hopefully
I don't know. I'm going to Freddy's.
All right.